What is up, brothers and sisters? Welcome to the Mitch Gray Show. Super stoked that you decided to join us today, whether you're listening via podcast, watching us on Facebook or YouTube. I am very, very happy that you are here. So speaking of all of those things, make sure to follow us on social media. That's Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at mgraymedia, M-G-R-A-Y Media. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mitch Gray. You can catch all of our music stuff. You can catch some of my little speaking rants. You can catch the podcast, both in video and audio. And also make sure you subscribe to the Mitch Gray Show wherever you listen to podcasts. Please go do that. A few things. Number one, make sure you order your copy of The Gathering Place. That is my new inspirational book that released a few months ago. It's available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, and you can also check out mitchgray.me. There you can order an autographed copy. So please go order your copy of The Gathering Place. It is a great book. I'm very proud of it. It will inspire you, I promise. So go do that today. In fact, if you want to pause this, go order your copy of the book and then come back to it. I'm not going anywhere. On Facebook you can actually see the book. There it is, The Gathering Place. Yeah, an invitation to walk in love. Go grab that bad boy. Also, the new EP is out. Yes, the new music album is out. The Stars Tell the Story. 5 original love songs. They are amazing. We're getting great reviews from it. We're getting really good streaming happening online. I've never had this much streaming with a music project. So go stream or download, or better yet, purchase The Stars Tell the Story, my new EP. It is an acoustic album. The last couple of projects I've done have been full band. This one is acoustic. So make sure you go grab that. And we have a surprise for you this year coming musically. We've actually got 3 or 4 surprises coming for you. So go order your copy of The Gathering Place, my new book. Go listen to the music. Just search Mitch Gray anywhere. You can download that music anywhere you listen to music. And I would be very appreciative. I promised you last year we are doing everything we can to inspire you. I am creating all kinds of awesome stuff, and I hope you are excited enough to go check it out. I would love your support by giving a review, whether on the podcast or the music or the book. That helps me out. It helps us spread the message even more, so make sure you go do that. Okay, on to the podcast. We just finished up a series called Unbecoming, and so we're going to move into some new territory. And unfortunately, in the month of February, I was not able to have any guests on the show. We'll get back to that this month in March. I'm recording this on the 6th of March. So we'll get back to having guests this month. And I've got some really cool guests lined up for the end of the month. So I'm excited to get back to that. I missed that in February, but I kind of had a change in life schedule-wise, and so it kind of messed me up having guests on the show. But we are going to get back to it because I have so many of you that when you hear the guest on the show, you really, really like it, and it's cool to hear the stories of other people. If you're listening to this and you would like to be a guest on the show, let me know. Let's talk. Let's figure out how we can get the message of love and of positivity out there, and I would love to hear your voice. So, today's episode. So I have a notebook that, actually, I take that back. I have about 5 notebooks that I write ideas in because I have ideas constantly. And I should even take that back. I have 5 physical notebooks, and then I also have about 100 notes on my phone and my iPad and my computer that I'm constantly writing down ideas. I have one notebook specifically that is dedicated toward podcast content, and I probably have about 100 themes. Some of them we have gotten to. Gosh, in the last 4 years, we've probably done close to 100 episodes of The Mitch Gray Show, I bet, if I was to count back. Our previous show was called Soul Food for the Chicken, and we shifted over. But we've probably already done 20 or 30 shows for this platform. So I have all these ideas of podcasts, and today's topic I actually wrote down probably about 4 years ago, and I haven't hit on it yet. And so some of these ideas I just let sit, kind of like you're like marinating food or something, or like fine wine. You're just letting those ideas sit, and you're letting them kind of get life built inside of you. This is one of those topics. So the title of today's episode is Big Mind, Little Action. Big mind, little action. It's easy to dream big, isn't it? It's easy to have idealism. It's easy to have all these things going through your mind that you wish you could do or that one day you would want to do. It's easy to do that. The difficulty comes in taking from the mind the idealism and putting it into action. That is where the great challenge comes into play. The challenge of actually putting skin on what we're wanting to do. The challenge of actually bringing to life all of this idealism and desire and the dreams. And you hear it all the time, don't you? And maybe you've done this yourself. My guess is you probably have. One day I would like to do this. One day I would like to do that. Sometime when I get to it, I'll add the other room onto the house. Someday when I get to it, I'll go back to school. Someday when I'm retired, I'll enjoy the things I've never been able to enjoy. Someday when I'm able to, I'll do whatever it is. My brothers and sisters, the greatest enemy of actually turning your dreams and idealism into reality is someday. That is the great enemy of making dreams come true, someday. There's a big difference in saying, yes, I want to do that at some point in my life, and I am going to pursue that and make a plan for that, and in saying, well, one day when I get to it. One day is the best friend of complacency, right? Someday and one day are the best friends. They walk hand in hand with complacency. Big mind, little action. Big mind, little action. I want to quickly give you 5 things this morning that may help motivate you to turn those ideas and dreams into reality. Brothers and sisters, I don't care how old or young you are. I don't care what your past is built of. I don't care what your present situation finds you in. You have dreams and ideas for a reason. I believe that the universe, that the divine, that God, however you want to package this great presence of love that we cannot explain, I don't care how you package it, however you want to package it, the universe has given you these dreams, these ideas, these goals, these ambitions for a purpose. And the purpose is, A, to bring you satisfaction in life, and B, to inspire someone else who is roaming this great universe. It's for a reason. We need your dreams. We need your action. We need your idealism. We need your gift. We need your talents. Because when you bring those to the table of humanity, it brings about the unity that is taking place among us. So don't just sit back and say someday or one day. You might say, one day I will because I have a plan. But don't let someday and one day ruin the opportunity that you have. So 5 things about big mind, little action. Number 1, idealism is empty without action. Have you ever been in a meeting or met with someone, and every time the meeting happens or every time you meet with this someone, they have all these dreams and these ideas, and then 5 years later it's the same dreams and ideas, and 10 years later, same dreams and ideas, and that's great, but the problem is you look back on those 5, 10, 15 years, and they're still at the same job, doing the same thing, revealing the same ideas and dreams, and they've done absolutely nothing about them. Have you ever met that person? Maybe that person is even you. Maybe you're the one that comes to the meeting and brings idealism but isn't willing to do anything about it. Brothers and sisters, idealism is empty without action. Number 2, dreams. Those things you've had running around your brain for a while, that passion in your heart, that thing that really gets you excited, those dreams, They're nothing without hard work. I believe what keeps people from their greatest life. I'm not talking about money and prestige and fame. I'm talking about living your passion. I believe what keeps people from their best life is they just flat out don't want to work hard. Period. It's hard. I can speak to it. I'm the crazy guy that's in the middle of writing 3 new books right now. I work about 60, 70 hours a week. I have a family. And I'm not saying all that to brag. I'm saying all that because I know what I'm willing to pay to live my passion. I'm in the middle of 2 recording projects. I know what I'm willing to pay to live my passion because I am hell-bent on inspiring as many people as I possibly can. And I, in my life, do that through creativity. Maybe you do that through teaching. Maybe you do that through cooking. Maybe you do that through supporting others. Maybe you do that through inventing things. Maybe you live your passion and inspire people through coaching. Maybe you live your passion and inspire people through a Sunday school Bible class or teaching at the center of religion that you go to. I don't know how you do it. All I'm encouraging you to do, friends, is to find your passion and do it. But be willing to work hard because it doesn't come easy. This whole idea on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, the Kardashian syndrome is what I call it. This idea that the Kardashian syndrome is going to happen to every single one of us, it's a pile. It doesn't work. It's a myth. It's a lie, and it doesn't happen. It takes hard work. So if you want to go back to school, then just go. If you want to start that new business, then just start. Get advice from people. Go see your banker or your accountant. Whatever your passion is, if you're writing those new songs, if you're writing that book, if you're booking those shows, if you're baking those cakes, whatever your passion is, friends, just do it and work hard. And when you work hard, it happens. It may take time. I've been doing a lot of this for over 20 years now. Think about that. 2 decades of my life, I've been working at this. But it's because I am hell-bent on inspiring as many people as I possibly can. Dreams are nothing without hard work. Number 3, what step can you take right now? Not tonight. In the middle of this podcast episode, if you're watching it on YouTube or Facebook or you're listening wherever you subscribe to your podcast, what step can you take right now? Can you enroll in that class? Can you take 30 minutes and call that accountant and set an appointment? Can you YouTube some instructional videos on how to do what you're wanting to do? Can you subscribe or read a book? What step can you take right now that is tangible, that is palatable, and that is actionable, that will inspire yourself to keep moving forward? Write it down. Share it with me. Shoot me a message on social media at mgraymedia, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I would love to hear the step that you're willing to take right now, today, this moment. Pause the podcast, write down the step you're willing to take, and let's go. Tell me about it. Tell a friend about it. Let's do something. Number 4, what would you like to achieve before your head hits the pillow tonight? Yeah. When your head hits the pillow, what would you like to achieve? What would you like to be able to lay down tonight and go, yes, I did that? Maybe you're laying next to your significant other and you'd like to share that with them. Whatever that means to you. What is something today, something tangible, palatable, actionable, that you could do, that when you lay down tonight, you can go, yep, I did that. And tomorrow you better get ready because I'm coming for you. What is that something? Number 5, lastly, on big mind, little action. Who can you help? Do you want to know why I do what I do? Because I know I can achieve every dream in the world. But if I've not helped anyone achieve theirs, I've done nothing. I've done nothing but built a mountain of selfishness and greed. And we've got enough of selfishness and greed in the world. But if I can help as many as possible step into their dream, if you can help as many as possible, if you can grab them by the hand and say, I want to help and support you. There's this interesting thing that happens in the energetic universe when we work together and we have symmetry and teamwork and we create opportunity together. There's this interesting thing that happens, and it's called the door of opportunity. And as you help more and more people achieve their goals and their dreams and their ambitions, all of a sudden that energy comes back to you and doors of opportunity open. So who can you help? Make a list. Yes, literally. Take inventory of your life and of those who are in your life and make a list of people you want to help. Maybe you're someone that has financial resources, and maybe you know that young college student or that young inventor or that wife, that single mom that is trying to get back to school or that's trying to start a new business. Maybe you have the financial resources to build a partnership with them, to invest some seed money. Maybe you're great at encouraging people. Maybe you know that other person that's trying to take the next step in life or that's going through a hard time or that's going through a difficult challenge. Maybe you're great with words and you know how to encourage people. Write that person down and take them out for coffee. Maybe you're like me and you're a creator. Maybe you have the ability to work with other people, other artists, other writers, other, people that are trying to make movies, young college students who are trying to get into the film industry. Maybe you're like me and you just want to help them create cool stuff. Then do it. Make a list. Write them down. And then take them for coffee. And see what that conversation can lead to. Big mind. Little action. Brothers and sisters, may we have big minds and big action. May we be the people that step out with courage and with intensity, but compassion. May we be the ones that are diligent and persistent in living our true lives, being our true selves, being open and honest and vulnerable and ready for every opportunity that we possibly can step into. May we have big minds, big hearts, big action. Dreams are nothing without hard work. Don't be the one that has idealism but is empty. What step can you take right now, this moment? When you go to bed tonight and you lay your head on that pillow, what would you like to know you have accomplished? And lastly, who can you help? Brothers and sisters, may today be the day that you step into your passion, into living your true life, into living your dreams, into taking that first step. May this be the day that you can shoot me a message tonight and go, Mitch, I did it. I did it. I wrote that next song. I recorded that next song. I started writing that book. I enrolled in those classes. I started that business. I met with my accountant. May this be the day that you step into your full self. Big mind.